Welcome, friends. Today we are doing another live stream. It's not going to be a long one. This I've started later than I usually start. I'm in fucking agony. I'm not really in agony, but I am in some pain. Oh God! It was 2 minutes. I'm just going to sort my life out. Oh, I need to close the door. I need to put that away. Oh God! What a fucking day I've had. There's a sheep in my neighbour's garden. How strange. Who would have thunk it? Oh. Excuse me whilst I yawn. I'm just sorting myself out. Don't worry, I'll be with you in a second. Oh, God. I'm so sore. Fucking stiff. So, how is everyone? There seems to be 12 people in here. Good heavens. That went from 0 to 12 very quickly. How are you all? I don't know when the last time I spoke to you was. Was it before or after I got 1,000 subscribers? I'm on 1,050 now. How did that happen? Anyhow, what's cooking? I hope everyone is well. I am not particularly fantastic or doing particularly well. And a long day I have had. Very much so. Very much a long day. So, I'm going to take some tablets. Going to take some medicine. I'm going to chill. I'm going to tell you about what happened. Well, not necessarily what happened to us today, but I'm going to tell you about my day a little bit. Good evening, everyone. I'll say hello to everybody in a minute. I'm just, hands are full at the minute. Oh, got a haul today. Got 2 hauls today. And a sample from a zoologist. I managed to get a zoologist scarab, sacred scarab. So that's nice. Right, I am in situ. All right, let's have a look. What's happening with everyone? FCM, welcome. Adam D, welcome. Raz Scott, mate, what's happening? Nice salute. I like your little emoji there. Smoke C, good evening. Adam D, it's been a long day. I'm just tired. I'm just moaning rather than actually feeling particularly unwell. I'm just a moaning git, as you well know. Logan Dam knows shite. Well said. Good evening, DMR. How are you? FCM, do over-the-counter analgesics help at all anymore? I take paracetamol all day, every day. I take 8 of them every day, regardless. And if I don't take them, I feel it. So they're like the base of like what I take. I can't take anti-inflammatories because they make us really chesty. Like some people have like a reaction to them, and I don't like have like asthma attacks and stuff, but they do make us chesty. Some of the analgesics will work. Yeah, I don't take opiates. Thank God. But I was on opiates for a long time, and I was on strong opiates as well, like morphine and that shit. I take nerve blockers, something called gabapentin. That you can't get that over the counter. But it's bloody great, like, because I get shock and sciatica. So the nerve blockers are brilliant. They do exactly what I need them to do. It's the work, you know. I'd be fucked without them. I just think like if I had what was like wrong with me like 200 years ago, I'd be fucked. You know what I mean? Thank God for fucking medical science. Excuse me as I inhale. So yes, some of them do, some of them won't. Fosco, hello. Enrique, hello. How are you? Yeah, we're a quick bunch. That's right, Lagendam. Evening, Bren. Bren, it was nice talking to you in the comments earlier. The weather is shocking. It's been so overcast. We're not getting it. I've got a theory. I think that, do you know that big volcano that went off in Tonga? I think that's going to cause us to have a year without summer this year. You know, when Krakatoa went off a couple hundred years ago, there was like a year without summer. Have you ever seen The Scream by Edvard Munch? That was the year without summer. He painted that during the year without summer. I'm sure he did. Because there was like a volcano, there had been like a huge, it might not have been that year, but there'd been a huge volcanic eruption that year. And the sky was really red at night, each night. And they reckon that was caused by a volcano. And I think that's what that Tongan volcano's done. I think it's emitted loads of shit into the atmosphere, and it's cooling the planet down during the summer. I bet we have a shocking winter. Interesting to see. Somebody will come back to this stream during that time and say, well, you were talking bollocks, Doug. Scent of the day, Mal Bigarad Cologne. Bigarad Cologne. I think have I got Cologne Indelible? I can't remember. It's one of the two. Spy and Mash, welcome. How are you, mate? Your postman had a busy day today. Are you and him on first name terms? I did actually ask him if he wanted a cup of tea and a bacon sandwich. And he laughed. Yeah, he laughed. But next time he turns up at the door, I'm just going to have a cup of tea waiting for him. Like, scent of the day, Enigma Creation A, Parfum Cologne. Has that got a cola vibe? Hello, Christy O. How are you? Easy. Paracetamol is harsh on the liver, as you know. To be fair, I don't do anything else that's harsh on the liver. So, I don't drink or anything like that. So hopefully that's the only thing that's hurting my liver. And my liver can hack it. I do get monitored for bloods like all the time. It's another part of the story I'll tell you about as well today. I got a prescription for that that chemo drug today. So I'm starting taking that on Thursday. That's going to be a barrel of laughs. Scent of the day, Lyric Man Amouage. Scent of the night, Comme de Garçon Avignon. Came today. Nice. I wouldn't mind a bottle of Avignon, I must admit. Yes, watch your liver, bro. I do hydrate a lot as well. You know that, Lagendam. I appreciate everybody watching out for me liver. You know, duck liver. You only want me for my liver. But no, I do appreciate it. But I do drink a lot of water as well. I am extremely well hydrated. As you know. So hopefully the liver is in good nick. I'll inquire about that. Anyhow, I'd be dead due to my appendix. Yeah, I know. Just crazy shit like that. Mental. Hello, Rich and chat. Hello, Drawn by Sense. How are you? Got any pills that stops you from blind buying? I could do with a few. Yeah, we could both do with a few. I've released that Chanel and Paco Rabanne haul today. That was the smaller of the hauls, considerably smaller haul. I filmed the video tonight, which is why I'm feeling a bit shitty, I think, because it was like 45 minutes of sitting on that bloody chair. And what a haul I've accumulated there, by the way. There's a couple of outrageous bottles. Oh, warning, the live stream may contain large dollops of oak moss. Yes, that's right. Raj, salute. Scent of the day, Nikolai Neroli Intense. Nice. That might have been an undersea nuke. No, it was a volcano. That it was like a fucking what was it? The seismic activity had been going on for weeks. There's defo something not right for sure, Rich. And chest infection is rife at the minute. Horrible. Yeah. Everybody seems to be coming down with something. Sentiman, yes, it's called the Chapter 11 pill in the US, but it's a chicken and egg question. Scent of the day, Chanel Allure Homme. Nice, just the original one. Hello, Margie Louise, how are you? Stephen Tampman, now then. Antonio Hobson, hello. It does, cola with a light citrus twist. Nice. I like a cola vibe in a perfume, I must admit. Scent of the night, tingly mint and tea tree. Ooh. Lick the duck. Oh, wait, you hydrate? Yeah, I don't mention it because you know I like to keep these things to myself. But I do in fact hydrate. I have one spray of Dreamer on my hand. Old juice. Hello all. Hello Bob. Hello Bob even. Scent of the day was vintage Donna English leather. Sniffing Jacques Bogart Santana Bay at the moment. Lavender, cardamom, vanilla. Do you know, I've never heard of that one. I like to think I know a thing or two about Bogart. I got a mini of One Man Show. I imagine it's a vintage mini from Manouche in this big haul. I have that same little bottle of Paco Tene, but my nose isn't there just yet with the civet. I think I'm just going to use that as a splash. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to display. I love empty bottles of perfume. It's really weird. I think that's what I might use my china cabinet for. Displaying all my empty bottles. I mean, that'll take years to fill, but you know what I mean. I apply. Someone was asking today, and it was a legitimately good question. It was a legitimate question. It was a good question as well. The more I thought about it, they were like, "You've got so many bottles," and they were like, "What? I want to know what your routine is because how on earth do you intend to get through all of them?" And I was like, "Well, I don't necessarily intend to get through all of them. It's more of a collection, you know. Somebody who like collects, I don't know, art, like fucking." You don't like. I mean, it's art for art's sake, isn't it? You know. And also, I intend to start like using more of the perfume like that. When I've got like so many backup bottles of certain things, it means I can use them without having to bloody worry about it. Like, you know, it's not worse than like shitting yourself every time you put a couple of sprays of your favorite perfume on because you never know if you'll be able to find it again. You don't have to baby stuff. So if I want, I can put 10 sprays of Balenciaga, pour them on. I wouldn't do that. Well, one, I wouldn't do it to myself, and two, I wouldn't do it to like the wider public at large. I get locked up under the Terrorism Act or something like that, wouldn't you? Rightly so. Ciao, Fosco. Hey, Miss Louise. Easy on the liver. Love a cola vibe. Love cola. Had to quit. Yeah, I stopped drinking Diet Coke. Like Diet Coke was yeah, I had to stop drinking that shit. I imagine that's done more damage to me liver than the paracetamol. Like, good grief. You know, one of the things that really put me off Diet Coke, right? I was in a butcher's, and it was like a local butcher, and I was talking to the bloke, and I was like, "Oh, you had like didn't have any like Diet Coke or anything in there," and I was like, "Oh, have you not got any like cans of Diet Coke?" He was like, "Absolutely fucking not." And I was like, "Oh, do you not like lighting and stuff?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do us a favor." He was like, "Get yourself a can of Diet Coke or a can of Coke, right, and just boil it in a pan until it boils dry." And he's like, "You look at what's left." And he says, "You fucking tell me if you want to put that in your body after saying that." And do you know what it is? I did it. And I was like, "Ugh." It looked like it looked like slug cum. It was fucking awful. I was like, Christ almighty. It literally looked like it, it was so grim. I was like, no, I don't want to put that in my body anymore. That was one of the things that helped us stop drinking it. I was getting headaches and stuff like that. Like, it's bad stuff. You know? It's bad stuff. Does anybody remember John Daly, the golfer? John Daly, the golfer, had a Diet Coke addiction. He was drinking like 40 cans of Diet Coke a day. Margie Louise, outrageous. I love our little emojis. Scent of the day, Rogue Perfumery. You've said Rouge there. Rouge, is it Rouge Perfumery or Rogue Perfumery? That says Rouge. Rouge Perfumery, Jasmine Antique. So far, so good. Rich, I have a cute little collection of mini bottles displayed on a shelf, and every time I look at them, I smile every time I look at them. Nice. Nice. I like minis. They look like a little, like if you've got loads and loads of them, like a lot of them, you can like set them up in like a little display, and they look like a little city. You know, they look like a little city of minis, which is good. Margie, I've heard good things about Jasmine Antique. I love Coke Zero. Yes, bad takes any stain off the floor. And clean your pennies as well. If you've got currency made of copper, it'll clean your it'll take the dirt off them. Mental. Yes, bad takes any stain off the floor. Well, Julia Rose. What's your game? Rogue. Not Rouge, Rogue. That's right. I was thinking, because I mean, Rouge Perfume sounds like a house, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It'd be the least surprising thing in the entire world if there was a house called Rouge Perfume. Peter Kokorin. How are you? Evening. I hope you're well. I'm just doing a little stream tonight. I don't think I'm going to do a massive stream. Well, it might turn into no, it'll not turn into a massive stream. I can't be asked. I'm already tired. Hello all, says Jura Rose. Hi, Jura, says Margie Louise. But yes, what I was wanting to talk about was the little the vintage designer haul I got today. Lego East, welcome to you, just the man. Fosco, it's pretty nice. May have to snag it. They have 30ml bottles, which I love. Yeah, that's handy as fuck. 30ml bottles are a really good thing when you've got a massive collection, aren't they? You know what I mean? Especially with stuff that's strong. I found some Rogue samples recently. I found Dervish, Mousse Lumine, and there's another one which I've totally forgot what it's called. Anoush. Welcome, Anoush. How are you, Squire? Greetings, Perfume peeps. Hope everyone is well. Scent of the day, Caron Le Troisième Homme Vintage, a bottle of which I just received. Well, friendly fire while making a decant. I know who that's for. I told our friend who that's for. I told him, and he was very happy about it. Anyone tried any LRK? No. But today I discovered the delights of what's she called? Oh my God. She's a really pretty girl. And I was like, I've never heard of you before, ever. What's she called? She's 19. She's not 19. Let's have a look. Sydney Sweeney. She is a good-looking girl. Good Lord. She is a good-looking woman. Is she not? So, anyway, that was one of my trips around the internet today. LRK, never heard of her. More of a trickle than a stream. Hi, Peter, Bobo, Lego East, Anouge. How's your shampoo, Rich? Pointless. That's how my shampoo is. Really buzzing with that. Little tin that Anouge sent us. I think I'm going to ask him to keep us a bottle of that stuff as well. Sent us a tin, little travel tin of Eau d'Orange Vert. Eau de Hermes Vert. Fantastic. Anouge, how's your shampoo, Rich? Pointless. Sonia Constant. Did you see Argentina beat up Italy in Wembley 3-0? I didn't see it, no, but I heard about it. They completely thrashed them. Italy is such a strange team at the minute. Such a strange team at the minute. So funny. I saw an interview today with Persiles and Sonia Constant. She's beautiful. She is a good-looking woman. Sydney Sweeney, yeah. Sydney Sweeney is an absolute babe. Greetings from a boat. Sail away with me, honey. Margie Noir. Lol Egoist. Maybe that's what the L stands for in Legoist. Lol. Lolgoist. I had to try and do too much gymnastics there, didn't I, to get that to work. Margie late night. Greetings all. Greetings, Sean. How are you? Just went to Douglas to try out some scents. Really loving the Armani Privé line. Rose d'Araby is amazing. I tell you, there's a couple of good fragrances in there. Did you try the Bois d'Anson? Bois d'Anson's a really good fragrance. Bois d'Anson's a fantastic fragrance, actually. Galen on a boat. Marty's emoji game strong today. Hey, Ducky. Hello, call mate. How are you doing? Lagandam. Does not sound like a cheese, that. Lagandam. Sorry if that's an offensive thing to say, like that might be a last name or something. I'd eat it. Anyway, bought some funky cheese the other day. Outrageously, bought some local cheese, right? And it had nettle in it. Nettle. Very herbal. Herbal cheese. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Put some on a burger. It's a little bit rich. But then again, so am I. Now, what would be your overwater scent of the day? I think you only took like a 30ml decant. I'd have took about 15 bottles with us, like. Pirlo was one of the most elegant footballers I've ever seen. The thing with fucking Pirlo is he made everything look dead easy. He was one of those people who always had space. You find that in almost any team sport, right? Like whether it be American football, whether it be like hockey, whether it be like actual real football, rugby. You find that really top quality players in those situations always seem to have space. They always seem to be free. Pirlo was that kind of player, always had space. It was mental how he did it. He was a brilliant player. But you can get that in other team sports as well. Basketball, people who always just seem to be in space. Eugene is on an alpaca, possibly. Probably on his way home. Maybe he's on his way home on an alpaca. Scent of the Day Vintage Lamar Summer Edition. Ooh. How is it? Are you monitoring my pastime activities, Bobo? Yes, please. Bois d'Ansons lasts for 30 minutes. Ooh, that's tough luck, Pradeep. And welcome, Pradeep. Yes, I sprayed Bois d'Ansons in my hand. Reminds me of Armani Oud Royale. But I prefer Oud Royale. Outrageous. No worries, just a made up name. Ah, that's all right then. Thank God. Sounds like a good cheese, though. Scent of the Day Musk, Bruno Acampora. Can't stop sniffing myself. I've heard of Bruno Acampora. Big Carl UK Lagerfeld. Nettle smell always reminds me of tomato leaves and cannabis. Crazy. I like tomato leaves. I used to like cannabis. Quite like the smell of cannabis. I like the smell of cannabis when it's been breathed out. When it's got like more carbon dioxide with it. Prefer it when it's actually being like smoked, or like when it's like when it's been like breathed, or when it's been exhaled. Sorry. Scent of the Day YSL Pour On. I'm not huge on YSL Pour On. I'm not gonna lie to you. Have you tried nettle tea? I've heard about nettle tea. It's nice. Actually, I think there's a Dunhill fragrance and nettle in it. Outrageous. Have you tried? No, sorry. In Croatia, we are celebrating Modric like a god now. To be fair, he is a bit like a god. He's like a Pirlo that plays further up the pitch, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's saying the other day that he could play at least 40 and you believe him. Reminds us a bit of Pavel Nedved. Different players, different positions, but like Nedved went on for years. And they always never play for England. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we always find a way to make shit look hard. Oh, Eugene is here with an alpaca. Welcome. Scent of the Day. Anoni Musk. Welcome. I haven't seen you before. Please come in. Enjoy yourself. Scent of the Day Paris Edinburgh. I wore that yesterday. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. Great fragrance, that. Pradeep, Eros or Kalan? Yikes. Eugene, guess who's in the house? It's Eugene. I know, I saw him. He's right there. Bobby O, Eros Flame or Kalan, red on red. Wearing Hera from Papillion today. How are you finding it, Peter? That's the new one, isn't it? I know you're a fan. I'm a fan of Liz Moore's. Not necessarily the perfume, but you know what I mean. Good God. Breakfast tea, milk or no? Little bit of milk for me. Little bit of milk, not too hot. Like I like to make it hot and then cool it down. Like let it cool a little bit. Do you know it's 10 o'clock here and it's daylight outside. I'm gonna take you outside one night. We'll do a stream outside or something. But it's daylight outside. Like, I could drive around without my car lights on. Easy peasy. And it not be dangerous. You know what I mean? How is that, Peter? Fosco, if you love Liz work, then you'll like this. Your thoughts on the music band Interpol? Not as familiar as I should be to give you a good answer, Enrique. Sorry. I can't give you a good answer because I'm not as familiar with them as I could be. Ooh. Hi, Eugene, says Margie. Fosco, if you love Liz work, then you'll like this. Jura, any thoughts on the long band MOC? The prominent synth violet leaf in vintage Fahrenheit and GIT? Methyl octyl carbonate? Are you sure it wasn't just like... Are you sure it wasn't real? Because it didn't half smell real. It was bloody good. And why was it banned, dare I ask? Going to top up Big Ardea with a Peace Marine. I've got a bottle of Peace Marine right in front of us, right, literally not even a foot away from my face. One of them little 15mm jobs. Hi, everyone, says Eugene. Hi, Eugene. Octene. Methyl octene carbonate. There's Jura flexing with his bloody perfume note knowledge thing. Jura, we already talked about Dr. Pepper. Sup, Eugene? Just ordered New York Intense. Yikes, Eugene's selling bottles for Nikolai now. He's moved on from selling bottles of Girl On to selling bottles of Parfums Nikolai. I tried that New York Intense. I've got a sample of it. I found it in my little sample pack. I still don't rate it. I brought it up last chat. You did. You did. Zip it, Rich. Restricted to 0.01% of product currently. Used a tiny bit, but replacements now... Excuse me. Yeah. But replacements now used. I have not tried any replacements. Which perfume houses would let buyers have a vote of no confidence in their perfumers every now and then? Yeah, he's wounded now. He's finished, isn't he? It's about time and now, the horrible man. He's been a fucking drain on society for too long. You're going to fill a dedicated shelf with Nikolai fragrances next. I like Eugene's perfume for shelves. Peter Kokoran says, who? Are you an owl? What do you mean, who? Boris Johnson. That's who I'm talking about. Or, nah, never mind. Yeah. I don't want to talk about politics, but sooner he fucks off the better, really, isn't it? Violet Leaf Absolute doesn't really smell like Violet Leaf as we know it. It smells a bit like flatulent, with a bit of a violet nuance. Jura Rose's bloody nose is too near his arse. Just mentioned how the newest Fahrenheit is great thanks to Demaché finding a way to replace, maybe with Villanette. Violet. Oh, fuck me. Right. Maybe with a Violetten. Still a shame, but MOC was markedly toxic, apparently. Really? I knew a girl who she loved Fahrenheit. She was absolutely obsessed with it. She loved it. Maybe just got a shelf filled with New York Intense. That would... Well, I'm not sure I would like that shelf, but you know. Eugene's shelves are aesthetically pleasing. Yes, they are. We like a bit of that, don't we? What's your favourite chorus flanker, says Raj? Poor. So it's going to be between the Sport and the Fraser, and I've been wearing Fraser today. That is actually my scent of the day, Raj. How serendipitous that you ask. Favorite? Probably the Frey shirt, simply because I've worn it more than the Sport and I know it better than the Sport. Tried Samaram. I don't think I have. I did love Samaram. I don't know about that, Fosco, he says. I had some Violet Leaf from Eden Botanicals, expensive stuff. When are you streaming from the balcony? We were just talking about that. I might do one in this week, maybe next week, depends how I'm feeling. You can expect us to be quiet on Friday, Thursday night, Friday. I got the prescription for that medication today, so I am not going to be feeling well on Friday. Maybe not even Saturday. I will do my fragrance rotation on Sunday though. But I'm gonna try. Like I got a video. I got the video of my big haul from Anouge. I got that sorted today, so I've done that. I'm gonna upload it when I go to sleep tonight, and it should be out tomorrow. It's a 45-minute job. It's almost Ramsey territory, you know. Exciting times as well. Ramsey's interviewing Russian Adam tonight, and that video is going to be up on his channel soon. That'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. But yes, so that video's filmed, so at least I don't have to worry about filming that video tomorrow. When are you streaming from the bar? I've read that. Hello, Irregular Tangent. Hi, Mitch. Hi, Irregular Tangent. There's nothing I love more than going on an Irregular Tangent. I love New York Intense, says Sean. I don't deny it. People absolutely seem to love it. Like, fair play to them. Like, if people love it, love it. Be happy. I just don't. Prefer Bois de Portugal. I don't really get the like people are like, oh, it's almost identical, and I'm like, nah, it's not though, is it? It's not for me. Do you blokes over there put milk even in your green tea? No, it's just your average tea. We put milk in. Violetine indeed. IFF have a replacement, I think, as well. Best flanker is Chorus 2022 batch. I don't know that there are 2022 batches been discontinued in North America, and they can't sell it in the UK because it's got Lilial in it. Will be the end for Chorus. I mean, can you imagine? You get a 10-bell salute out of me for a fucking discontinuation of Chorus. Do one of them videos where like I cry. Does the dry down of New York 10 smell like Paul Monsieur and Equipar, says Enrique Vasquez? Sean asks, what are Rich's top 3 perfume brands? Ooh. I don't know. I'd have to sit and think about that and go through all of them and give them a I would have to split it into different genres, you know. Like in that video I was doing tonight, like I was ruminating over like Rochas and how Rochas have like, I used to think Rochas were like a shit brand because you always found them at discounters for dirt cheap. What I didn't realize is that like back in the day, Rochas was like a premium perfume brand. Some of the fragrances they've made have been absolutely incredible. Femme de Rochas is one of the best fragrances. Like the older bottles I've got, seriously. You don't need. I would like to compare to the newest versions of it, but honestly, the bottles I've got are stunning. Dior's probably one of the best ones. I don't know. I couldn't speculate. It's the type of thing. I'm reluctant to give like top 3s and top 5s and top 10s and stuff like that because it's sort of like you've got to stick to them, you know. I could do like a chart, you know, where like brands move up and down. That's not a bad idea at all, is it? You know, like you used to get like the top 40s and that, you know, like you would get it every week. Like which songs were like at the top 10 and the top. Outrageous. You do a chart? Nobody steal that. Trademark. Right. Mimosa Absolute smells similar to Violet Leaf Absolute. Screw Mimosa. Wishing you well, Rich. Thank you all the way to Z2. You are very kind. Interesting, Jura. It's not really, though. Nah, Jura Rose. Nah. Mimosa. Any sauce for MLC? Not from me. Hope it all goes well, Rich. Gotta run. Take care, all. Cheers, Peter. Thank you for coming by. No milk and green tea, but iced matcha shake. Outrageous. Enrique gets more complaints. Throw together amber and shooter elements. Only wankers put milk on green tea. Joke, just wanted to say wank. Sometimes you just got to get it out. You know, sometimes you've just got to say it. Looking damn cool. I was looking at Royal Incense and Oud Aqualaria by Robion. Apparently similar to Promise. New York Intense Instant Love for me. Fill Your Boots. Welcome, Fill Your Boots. I don't know if I've ever seen you before. If I have, sorry. It's definitely me, but I like your name. In fact, I have seen you before. Now I come to think about it, I recognize your photo. How are you? Hello, Duck and Chat. Center of the day, Coromandel. By you're a brave man wearing Coromandel at the height of summer. Lord. I have Dior Dune on order. Thanks for the heads up on the discontinuation. No problem. No problem. You still get it at a really good price. Like nearly all my bottles are like brand new ones as well. Like the latest version of it's like proper sound, like a fizzy fig, you know. A good little perfume. That I've got a couple of vintage ones as well, but I wear my like latest bottles just like if I wear it tomorrow. It's one of those things. It's like a woody fig. It's also a little bit creamy, but also a little bit fizzy as well. It's very clever. It's a good little fragrance to your June. And I wear it like a cologne, like I reapply it like 3 times a day. Like apply it once in the morning, reapply it in the afternoon, and sod it, and I'll just hoist some more on in the evening, you know. Great fragrance. Really like that. Quattrophile. I just love to say quattrophile. New York Islander. I feel the same way about putting sugar in tea. I mean, grow up. Take it easy, Rich. Rest and feel better. Do you know, on Saturday I slept for 19 out of 24 hours. And when I woke up on Sunday, I felt like I could do it all again. I had to peel myself off my mattress. I had to like get up and start moving around. I was all right once I started like getting up and doing stuff. It was crackers. Evaporated milk on decaf tea. Thoughts? Sounds like a lot of effort. Sounds like a hell of a lot of effort. Same with Caron. How do you mean? Caron's an underappreciated house, yes. That Le Troisième Homme, I've got vintages of that Le Troisième Homme, right? And good lord. I don't know what the original ones, they're the latest ones, like Eugene loves it. But the vintage ones I've got are absolutely brilliant. Excuse me whilst I yawn. I can pull a Luca Turin and wear New York Intense exclusively if the universe thought it was important. I'm like Mick Jagger. Love me Jasmine tea. Mick Jagger's a strange man. Big lips. It's mad to think all of those people are going to start dying off soon, like people like Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney, and I mean David Bowie's already gone, isn't he? Members of like Pink Floyd and all of that, you know. all getting on in age now. I don't know why I've thought that. Dear me. Let's move on from that quick. Speaking of Rochas Femme, have you tried Le Parfum de Therese from Mal? Yes, but I can't remember it. I can't imagine it being better than a Rochas Femme. That stuff is fire. It is stunning. It's one of the best amber, fruity, sheepra things I've ever smelled in my entire life. It's brilliant. Tea is for the people. It's all good. I like evaporated milk. Thai tea, for example. Thank you, Luca, my most valued friend. I need to crack on with these comments. Like, Bellamy or Antace? Ooh. Antace. Ooh. Probably Antace, yeah. I do love Bellamy, though. Not by much. So Antace, but not like by a huge amount. Tuning in, but very close to drifting into a nap because it's not because I find this boring. Never. Oh, Lily, you rascal. I hope that your first child grows to be a strong and masculine child. Ah, there he goes. Look, Fosco's turned into Luca Brazzi. Mills. Margie. Scent of the day, Vet of a Tonka. Watching DK Ot 1.0. I have no idea what that means. But Vet of a Tonka is a great fragrance. Lily. Oh no, Eugene, that's not not that name. Your name has no E. The ink on your divorce is not yet dry. Never a wrong choice, MJ. What's an S and E between friends? Hello, Mr. Mitch. Hello, Omar. Scent of the day, Eau d'Orange Vert. How strange, we were just talking about that. FCM, have you tried Gen Matcha? Really satisfying. Mitch, you like Neroli Portofino? Yeah, it's alright. I need to get a sample of that one. Yeah, it's good. I think there are other fragrances that do it, that do the same thing for less money. Frankly, I think you're paying a lot of money for a fragrance that you're paying a lot of money, especially at Tom Ford's prices. The prices of those Privés have gone through the fucking roof, like. With Neroli Portofino, there is like I've got a fragrance called Mediterranean Neroli by Xenia, and it's fantastic. But for me, I prefer it over the Neroli Portofino. I really like Neroli Portofino Forte, but I think they took the piss with the price because they were like, oh, like people asked what to make like a stronger version of Neroli Portofino or like a longer lasting one, so we'll put leather in it, and like would charge an extra 25%. And it's like, piss off. Who you take the shut up? It's a scandal. Apparently they've got rid of that as well. You know. I do like Neroli Portofino though. June women's or men's? I was talking about the men's, but apparently the women's is the original, and it's really good. How's June men's? Is it super masculine? No, it's not super masculine at all. It's fantastic. A woman could easily wear it. It's a fizzy fig. Creamy, woody, fizzy fig. Roasted rice and green tea. Yeah, that's great. Jen Matcha. Has anybody ever drunk the tribute teas? The teas that like the farmers used to send to the emperor in China, like over the last like 1,000 years. Like some of them became really famous types of tea, and you can still buy them today because they still grow like the bushes and stuff like that. If you put in Chinese emperor tribute tea into Google or whatever search engine you want to use, it should come up with like there are like tea merchants that'll send you, like it's usually loose leaf. In fact, it's always loose leaf. But it's some of the finest tea you'll drink. Like, it's fucking great stuff. It's expensive though. The really good ones are expensive. Gotcha, good for cooling down. I would say Dune Women more. It's quite outrageous. Acqua de Palma's Bergamotto de Calabria is more cheerful than Neroti Portofino. Have you smelled the new Bergamotto Calabria from Guerlain? It's really nice. Creamy facet from that bergamot, though. Oh shit, Bosky called you out. I win. Have you tried Dana Taboo? No, I've heard of it though. Worth a try. It's similar arena to Rochas Femme and agreeably affordable. Nice. It's nothing better than a bargain. I was watching one of Sam Broom's videos. He released one yesterday about fragrances under $40, and it just reminded us there was very, very rarely will you find something more satisfying than a bargain. You know, just when you get something really good for very cheap, and you're just like, haha. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, haha. It's awesome. Iris Yukio, Rose Ikebana or Osmont Yunnan to spend a few dollars this week. You could get better fragrances than any of those if you're looking to spend a few dollars this week, man. There are better irises, there are better roses, and I imagine there are better osmanthuses out there. Save your money. I love Neroti Portofino Aqua. I like Neroti Portofino Forte. Oh, I'm thinking real hard on Ikebana. I've got a sample of it. Who outbid me on eBay the other day for a bottle of Osmant Yunnan? Don't blind buy Iris Yukio. It's a strange one. Very grandma. Sorry. No, I remember Galen did a video about that. It's very Iris Yukio is very sad. Galen was right about it. It's very sad. It's very drab. It's very rainy day sort of perfume, isn't it? It's a funny one. Di Guanyin Silver Needle. I tried it, but I lost that osmanthus too. Chanel Paris is the last I bought. It feels like ages. Crazy. Come a long way, Eugene. Smelled on taste for the first time this weekend. It was very, very nice. Yeah, it's one of the greatest fragrances ever made. Like, maybe easier to wear, more versatile than Bellamy, Rich. Oh fuck! Somebody's just said on taste is an easy and versatile fragrance. Good lord. Is it better made? Ooh, possibly. It's so earthy. It's so masculine. It's so good though. You know? Such a good fragrance. I even used a Yixon clay pot. I was deep in the tea game. I can picture Margie and Antace. I wore that yesterday. People wearing Antace in the height of summer. How is it possible? Cologne Indelible is nicer for Neroli, I think, but also expensive. It's very expensive for what that fragrance is. It's extremely expensive. Finding a good cheapie is like sticking it to the man, though. What do you think of Jean-Marc Sinan VO? I have never heard of it. Sounds like a drink. I'd go Osmant first, but both that and Rose Ikebana are great. Retail Hermes Essence is outrageous. Yeah, I bought a bottle of Paprika Brazil at retail recently because you just couldn't find it anywhere, and I got scared. And I've always wanted. I've wanted one of those. I've wanted one of those for like 5 years. Do you know what I mean? I found now it's like a spicy iris. Like you get spice at the top, you get like the paprika and like the prickle, and then you get the iris. It's a big iris perfume. Wait a minute, is Antace hair on the chest or not? There are some basic rules, are there not? Depends. And taste does make me feel as though I've got like hair on my chest, I must admit. Like that's the way it makes us feel. Do you need to, I'd be bloody interested to smell it on a woman. See how it came across. I still think loads of masculine fougères would smell like fucking great on a woman. I would love to smell like, well, I know a lass who used to wear Koros. This was like 20 years ago because we wore it at school. And that's how long it's been since I left school. So I would love to smell some of these fragrances that are like classically masculine on women. Rich, have you tried a brand called Commodity? Not. No. I've heard of them, but I have never tried them. You smells good. Should I get on taste? Is the latest reformulation good? Hello all. Enjoying some Versace L'Homme 1995 bottle after a shower. Wow. I believe Cesarbo is a new subscriber and he is very nice. Or a newish subscriber. Hermes Essence is impossible to find grey market. eBay finds deals though. Yeah. Hermes Essence. But the thing with Hermes Essence is it's only sold through the boutiques. You know? So it's very difficult for it to make its way onto the grey market. That's why you rarely see it there. It's the same with the Dior Privés and the Chanel as exclusives. Very difficult to find it because they're only sold in boutiques, and those staff are like how they're gonna get those bottles out. You know what I mean? Like even if you got like a couple of bottles out, you're not gonna get enough to stock a shop or a discounter, are you? You know, most discounted perfume come from like little shops closing down or like getting rid of old stock. This is why you only get certain types of fragrance at discounters. Agree, but I have $150 for Bloomingdale's that will lessen the blow. Nice. I agree, it's just like sticking it to the man. I had to bathe and taste off after an hour, way too intense in the heat. Yeah. I just can't imagine how dense that would be in like Toronto heat in the height of summer. I could probably wear it in England at this time of year because it doesn't get that bloody warm. Got another week of unsettled weather coming. We've got the arse end of a tropical storm about to pass the northwest of the country. That'll be a boon, won't it? You know, everyone will enjoy that. Although more, I thought I was going to get us month for $60. Oh, no. Modern taste isn't too outrageous. I find it quite a softy. I admit, not tried in warm weather. Saab. I have a little vintage dreamer on. Marge Louise, hot to say with those two, both equally lovely. Nice. Vintage dreamer is definitely the way to go. I've never seen anyone buying Hermes Essence at the local Hermes boutique. That's what they want. Love classic dreamer. I wonder if Nuja's got any vintage dreamer. I'd take a bottle of vintage dreamer if he had it. Well then, I'd rather Margie be in Dume Femme than on taste, just me. And taste is one of those fragrances you've got to be in the mood. That said, I've used a fuck ton of mine. I absolutely love it. It's a great fragrance. It's a fucking great fragrance. Honestly, it's one of the best men's fragrances ever released, for being honest. Like, Bellamy's no slouch. Bellamy's a fantastic fragrance, and I love wearing that. But on taste is like god tier fragrance, you know. Spraying me some on taste now, just before going off to sleep soon. Oof. You'll dream about something wearing that stuff. Thanks, Eugene. I personally wouldn't wear on taste and probably not Bellamy, but I sure do love them. Long time lurker, Zarbo. Welcome. I'm glad you have emerged. Farganer News. Hello, everyone. Hello, inflation. Yes. Inflation, it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. I love earthy smells. I think that's what I loved about it when I smelled it. It's very earthy. I walked by an elderberry tree today and the smell it has was so amazing. It's the best natural animalic fragrance. Ooh. Ooh. God knows. You'll have to try and can you refine the question a little bit? Try Bellamy Vetiver Margie. That's not a bad call. Mr. Ross sent me a bunch of Roja men's testers he had. I have fun wearing them around the house. They help me pick out notes that I don't normally smell in women's fragrances. That's interesting. He's been quiet for a while, Mr. Ross, has he not? Why do women do perfume so better than men? No contest. Eugene, regards. Will do, Eugene. Your thoughts on the Unjardin collection from Hermes? They're good, but don't pay full retail. They are Hermes. You can get cheaper. I like Celanil, Unmediterranean, and Monsieur Lee. I think the Lagoon one's a bit blech. I just don't like the idea of a lagoon, I think. I'm not huge on the Lagoon one, but it's a good line. Joma Shop has some Chanel exclusives. I literally have no idea what that first word means. Rich, do a video on fougères that would smell good on a woman. Yeah, I might do that. Vintage fragrances vintage masculines I'd like to smell on a woman. Good idea, Margie. Christy, that is awesome. I must fancy you. Mr. Oz, is he off YouTube? He is a YouTube reviewer. I don't know what he's doing. He's busy. He's got his own brand and stuff like that. Joma Shop getting some good stuff. Lol. Agreed, Christy. I like to wear men's perfume around the house. Oz is off YouTube for now. Christy has the inside track on Oz. It's just nice to help me with perfuming skills. I'm fortunate. Yeah, he's a nice bloke, to be fair, Mr. Oz. Oswald. Hey, Fracamaz here. Took me literally months to figure out what he was saying at the beginning of his videos. And then I cracked it and I was like, oh, of course. Of course that's what he's saying. Burke. Anyway. I used to wear on taste in the high heat of a Middle Eastern summer. Good Lord. Mind you, it was nothing compared to the atolls that were wafting by. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Like the Middle Eastern lads, they'll all wear like deepest atolls, big, massive, thick, oud, rose, saffron things. And it's like 45 degrees Celsius outside. People are wilting. Crazy. I prefer Bellamy Vetiver over Bellamy. It's an easier wear. Like, it's definitely easier. New one taste seems modernized in a soap sporty way. Maybe just me. That will be a great video. Russian Adam works are so good. Leggy, did you bathe daily back then? I agree on taste, thought. It was just me. I've got some on taste sport, like. A rare fragrance that was only released in the year 85, and I think that's just how long it went for. I prefer sprays, of course, but those who fear atolls don't waft. They do and last a long time. Joma Shop is an old luxury grey market store. Used to only sell watches. Now they do everything. That's interesting. How much does it go for, Pradu? 1970. Hello, Jonathan. I hope you are well. Oops. True, nothing else will last in that heat except ouds and atolls. Probably because they're thicker and you can't sweat them off, you know. And Taste or Yataghan? Oof, and Taste for me. I bought my Movado and Breitling from Joma's way back when I was stateside. They are good, verified seller. Nice. I was looking at my watch today. I've got a tag I bought myself for my 30th birthday. And I was just looking at it. It's just understated. It's just nice and just... I was appreciating it, you know? I was appreciating it. Well, Fragrance Net has wised up and now they rare they mispriced fags. Jummer Shop has the data. You got Roger PDLN 3 for $550. Yes. Yataghan. If you don't mind me asking, where in the sandbox did you work? Almost twice a day, squeaky clean. Hey, Rich, did you purchase any Acro fragrances? No, not yet. I'm thinking of getting ink. The girl who works in the store with the great arse, she says it smells really nice on us. So I might do that. Then wear it when she's there so she has to smell us. Marvellous. People appreciating Teza Demashi collab. Sins. He did collaborate on it, apparently. That's apparently the case. I don't know. I find it hard to reconcile with what he released at Dior the last 5 years. I don't know. Maybe he's just good at working to a brief. People are pretty... Oh, dear me. Ugh. Has anybody got any purchases lined up? Oops. Excuse me. Wow. An itchy nose. Excuse me whilst I scratch. Ow. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, Atars are just fantastic, especially veteran sandalwood ones. If I can find any more Mysore sandalwood, that'd be great. You want to get vintage Samsara. Ow. Excuse me. Do you know when you've got like an itch in the back of your throat? Anyhow, enough of that. Apple. Excuse you whilst you sniff. I must. I'm finished now. Hopefully. Afternoon all. Afternoon, Mike, eh? Tars are just fantastic, especially Irregular Tangent. You ever heard of Mellifluence? I've had some Tars off Mellifluence and he's really good, actually. He lives local to me. Well, I say local. He lives about 20 miles from me. Afternoon, all afternoon, Micah Shoemaker. How are you, sir? I've bought perfume from Joe, my shop. No issues so far. Sounds like you're doing lines. I am not doing lines. I'm not into that sort of thing. Well, I'm not into drugs. I'm 36 now. I'm over that shit. Anyway, you know how expensive that shit is? Very expensive. You can spend that money on bloody perfume that'll last a fuck sight longer as well. I'd rather be addicted to perfume than addicted to fucking coke. I want an amber and a wee tart. Well, it's funny you mention that, Bob, because if you go to Dior and ask them about their Elixir line, they have the rose and the amber, and you can have a rose, an amber, Nui Atar. I heard tales about Kazim. Sorry. Good heads up in Joma's shop. I noticed Max Aroma sometimes almost gives perfumes away. Hopefully they don't catch on. Lick the stream, says Margie Louise. Much lick. Did you notice the unusual energy atmosphere in different places? Says all the way to Z2. Mix the amber and rose Dior is selling for insane prices. Yeah, exactly. Has anyone ever smelled Creed Green Valley? No, but I'm gasping to. Or have I smelled it? No, I don't think I have. If I have, I can't remember. Max Aroma was even better a few years ago. Creed Geranium Vetiver for $85. Good lord. Makes you wonder what they're paying for it. Geranium Vetiver for $85 is silly. I got Aberdeen Lavender for £100. Hello, Rich. Hello, Pat. What's the scent of the day? Today I wore Chorus Fraîcheur. I'd love to try Green Valley. Yeah, you and me both. Nice FCM. Those are the best deals, though. It's one I've always wanted to try. Sounds interesting. Vintage Duc de Verveins and a current bottle of the L'extreme Edition lineup. Other than that, a vintage bottle of Platinum Egoist. Also, I've got a vintage bottle of Platinum Egoist. I'd love to get rid of it. I smelled the current release and just couldn't abide it. See, Zabo, if you're in the UK, I'll sell you mine. I'm not asked. Platinum Egoist, I'm not a huge fan, I've got to be honest. Smells like metal. You know? Smells of metal. Are you from Kasim? It's a unicorn at this point. It is a unicorn at this point. It is a unicorn. Very strange thing. I remember when Robes Awake got a fucking black con of it. Do you remember that? He did his Green Valley video and he got a flat con of it. And I was like, oh, you rascal. Sell me a decant. And he was like, no. Or maybe he said yes, but it never happened. I can't remember. What do you think is the most popular vintage fragrance, Chorus? No, Cambridge originally. Phew. I'm pretty curious about Chorus Fraîcheur, but not sure paying 90 USD for 30 mil. 90 USD for 30 mil. Maybe Zanuja's still got some. If I didn't buy all of them off him, which is a distinct possibility. Let's not take the piss. I'm pretty curious about Chorus Fraîcheur, but I didn't know they did 30 mil bottles of it. That would make what? 100 mil, nigh on $300. It's not the price. That is not the price for Chorus Fraîcheur. That is not the price. No 5. He said no, lol. What's this about? He said no. Yeah. I think he either said no or he said yes, and it never happened, so But Mark has a flacon of that stuff. Be left in no doubt. Be left in absolutely zero doubt. That man has a flacon, and he has a flacon of green Irish twit. Outrageous. Not green Irish twit. Green Valley. They used to call them the three-headed monster. Selection Vert, Green Valley, and Green Irish Tweed. Ever tried anything from Bomb Perfume? Possibly, but I can't remember it. Getting a nice waft from this Rogue perfume. Perfumery Jasmine Antique. I'm not a big jasmine fan. White florals, the reminders of death. What was I going to say? Yes, I don't know if anybody caught the video I did today and watched it to the end, but I am in possession of a very small decant of Bois Noir by Chanel. I shall be coming to tell you about Bois Noir at some point in the near future. Oh, yes. One of two. If I'm around there in the near future, why not? Platinum Egoist metal, yes. If gold had a scent, that would be it. That's an interesting. Never thought of it as being golden in colour. Probably a strange scent association, but there you have it. I mean, all scent associations are strange, aren't they? Hello, Smurf. How are you? You are on night shift? You are up late? If I had the scratch like some blokes on this stream, I would buy IWC Constellation, Breguet Grand Compilation, and some Roger. No Roger. Here's a flacon of Selection Vert. Yes, that's right. No, he's got a flacon of Green Valley, but he's got a bottle of Selection Vert, if I remember correctly. I could have got a bottle of Selection Vert before they changed it. I just took the piss. I just took the piss with the lass behind the counter, and I was just like, oh no, Mario, I didn't want to buy it. She went and got a fucking tester from like down the country somewhere, and she was like, yeah, I can still get it. I can get a 75ml or a flacon. And looking back, I should have bought a flacon. Selection Vert was beautiful. A minty fragrance, like mint, sandalwood, and fucking ambergris. I thought you had bottles of it, no? I had bottles of what? Sorry. Hey, Margie. Lila. Oh, that's a great minty. Yes. Hi, Jonathan. Is Bois Noir that much better than Egoist? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Try to at any rate. PA Spot Interesting. Creed Himalaya and Vintage Paco Rabanne. Excess, a bottle of which I've just got. My vintage bottle arrived. Sour vinegar. I had to bin it. Oh, nightmare. Platinum Egoist. I've got Creed Himalaya and I've got the vintage Paco Excess too. I just got that today. How strange. I'm alright, thanks. Day off, nearly bedtime. Oh, I'm glad you've had a day off. Shame about the weather. You were looking very brown, very healthy in your last video. You were looking very well. Is there more brands you want to sample currently? I need to get myself my arse in gear and try these January scent project samples I've got. They have been patiently waiting for me for too long. Too long. I need to crack them out and have a look at them. I need to do loads of first impressions on this latest haul as well. My channel's turned into a first impressions channel. Seems like yesterday, though. There are a few brands I'd like to sample. Do you know? Just can't think of them off the top of my head. Bob, Watch of the Day Omega at Master Chromatography, I want to say. Hi, Margie. This is live, says Duncan. No, Duncan, this isn't live. Duncan, I left a message for you in the chat. Somebody was wanting something identified, and I thought you were the man. I think it was Jonathan wanted something identified, and I think you're the man to find out. Also, Duncan, I put a video out today which may interest you. I got a couple of vintage Chanels, and also I got a 250ml splash. I would like your thoughts on the age, because Duncan knows how to age his Chanels. It's a rare skill. Aging Chanels is a nightmare. Like, I'm sure they make it difficult on purpose. The shite hawks. Fragrance Journey, welcome. It is nice to see you here. I hope you're well. I hope Future's well. How is Future? He's going to be a fireman, isn't he? He's going to be a useful member of society. Fireman. Because I'm telling you, there's going to be fires ahoy soon, you know. The climate is changing. What's causing it, I don't know, but things are getting hotter all the time. Need firemen. Also help get cats out of the tree. Bois Noir is friggin' mythical. Maybe Base Notes Decanter still has some. Well, I may have a line on a Bois Noir, but I mean, I don't know that I want to put. I mean, the vintage Egoist I've got brilliant. Like, I mean, Bois Noir, is it gonna be so much better than your vintage Egoist? You know, not from what I've heard. I've heard that Bois Noir, essentially the original Egoist that was released in 1990, not Legoist, Egoist. Well, it might be Legoist as well, but apparently it's the same fragrance as Bois Noir, and people pay massive money for Bois Noir. I asked my contact if he had any more cologne concentrate, and he smiled and winked. He's a Frenchman living in Japan. So, there we have it. Oh, thanks. That's all right. Howdy, John. Just sent that out 30 minutes ago, Robert. Lol, Rich, white floral. Yes. Fear and loathing of the white floral. Duncan, hey, I've got this box that'll go out in the morning. What's up, Jonathan? Has to be experienced to be believed. Incredible. Superb FCM. What bracelet is that? Oh, one more. Moonwatch with skeleton back. I'm wearing this Jean-Louis Schreier. It's fantastic. A new love. It's nothing better. I sorted it out, Rich. Thanks. Marvelous. Try my best, but probably wrong. Scent of the day, Lanchetti, Port Uomo. This stuff is freaking nice. Absolutely. One long party. Future as well, and thanks for asking. No problem. Love Speedmasters. Never was crazy about the bracelet. Love the Rolly, Jubilee, and sports bracelets. I need a fireman, says Smurfy Girly. Last order Hermes is in Fragrance Net. I'm so glad I've got a big bottle of that. I might wear that tomorrow as well. It's good decisions to have. Probably a bit older than Future, though. I just realised, yeah. I don't know. I can see you with a young fireman. He could get your cat out of the tree if it ever got up there, wouldn't he? You know? Get a fireman, get his ladder, climb up a tree, save the cat. So you don't want to swap the Lanchetti one. Firemen here in Hawaii are sexy. Gals go nuts. Bobby, giving some measurements there. I'll pop over H2O. Do you intend to do some full reviews? Yes. Something I was complaining about on I've got a video ready to upload, which will be going live tomorrow, of this massive haul I've unboxed. And I was bemoaning the fact that I hadn't reviewed anything for ages, and I haven't done any like family portraits for ages. I enjoy doing reviews. I enjoy talking about one fragrance for like 10-15 minutes, trying to just like pull it apart. and explain how I feel about them. That's essentially how I do reviews. I do the notes, then I do the notes that I get, and then I just basically talk about them for like 10 minutes. This Miraglantine, so that's what I just sniffed there, Miraglantine. It's such a weird fragrance. It's like there's no myrrh to speak of, but I can't stop smelling it. Like it smells very like shower gel for women, or like hair shampoo, like shampoo, like rose shampoo for women. But the thing is, right, is it doesn't just smell like shampoo. It smells like the shower as well. It smells like the heat. You know, it's got a heat about it that I really like a steam kind of quality to it. You know when like a woman in your house has had like a shower and you go into the bathroom after them and you can smell like the aroma of like the shampoo, but you can also still get like it's like still like humid and hot in there. That's what Miraglantine smells like. There's as much myrrh in there, right, as there is myrrh in my foot. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but you know what I mean. I get none. Anyway, back to the comments. Jagged Axe surfboard tan just ordered a 30 ml yesterday. Don't found it in Italy. Any thoughts on Hermes, Gentian, Blanche? No. Sorry, but there are a couple of rare and vintage. There are a couple of rare and vintage Hermeses in this haul tomorrow. Well worth a watch if you're into that sort of thing. Just sort of 30 ml, found it in Italy. This Jonathan raises a good point here. Like, if you get into like vintage and rare fragrance sort of like territory, you've got to be prepared to pay for shipping. The problem is shipping's gone through the fucking roof recently, you know? Like, honestly, this bloke who I got their Chanel haul off money was charging us £25 per item to ship because he wouldn't send them all in one box. I was like, how, man? It's £100. He was like, I'll refund you like when they get there. He was like, I just don't want them to get caught because the French post don't accept them anymore. I was like, ugh. To be fair, he did like. He refunded us for like he refunded us like half or something, so I got like £50 back. But still, you know, it's a lot of money. I don't want to. I'm not telling you what the shipping was for this haul from Manouche, but it's a big box, and it was paying. FCM, I'm looking it up now. Duncan, there's an ADP I saw too. It's 97 USD on Fragrance Net Clear Cap. I've read about ADP, but I haven't seen it. We'll talk. My female nurses go crazy over Fireman Lol. Lamar Weaving. Is it the current Egoist free formulation decent? Yes. I'm afraid to sample it and walk around disappointed for the rest of the day, muttering about regulatory hell and such. No, I've got like a recent formulation of Egoist, and I'm happy with it. You know, I'd happily walk around. It's the good thing. There's like my theory is if a house has got an in-house perfumer, then there's a very good chance the reformulations of any fragrance are going to be decent because they're working on their own work. You know. Or they've got access to all the files and everything like that. Not just the formula. And if they're an in-house perfumer, they're liable to be a good perfumer because why would you have an in-house perfumer who was shit? And they're liable to be experienced, which is incredibly important. So there we have it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. And what hydration it was. Fantastic. Good wet. One day I'm going to spring on you that I'm having a cup of tea or something like that. You'll not know what to do. There's a great place for Eau de Hermes, especially. That's a great price, sorry, for Eau de Hermes, especially considering they're having restocking issues. I want to be careful they're not reformulating it. Modern Egoist is solid in my opinion. Yeah, I picked up a bag of such a great scent. The myrrh comes in the dry. What, in Myrrh-Eglantine? Myrrh-Eglantine is... I need to spend more time with it. I'm not writing it off, and I'm not saying it's great. But I'm very intrigued. Rich, your video's background great. All the bottles and then the ones under discussion brought to the fore. Thank you, Square. I appreciate that greatly. I like that. I think the idea when I first started was to make the fragrances like the focus. That was my idea. You know what I mean? Whether it's right or wrong is another thing. But that was the idea was to make the fragrances the focus. And everybody seems to like a bit of bottle porn. And there's that. I mean, to be fair, I like a bit of bottle porn. I like to see a good bottle. I like to see them being talked about, and it's for me. It's not necessarily so much about the person. Certainly not for me. It's about the person. You know what I mean? It's much more about the fragrances. I would rather talk about the fragrances than what some people talk about on their fucking perfume channels. So that's kind of what my thinking was. You get a good look at the bottles. Nobody don't need to see me. I take my inspiration from like Greggy Boy and Max Huesler, you know? Like just look at the bottles and stuff like that. It's great. And then the thing is as well, right? I often don't watch videos, I'll just listen to them. And so it's the same with the live streams. These live streams are more like radio broadcasts, you know, just put the bubbles on for shits and giggles or shits and bubbles. And I just sort of I mean, the reason that you'll be looking at the screen now is so you could read the chat. But if you're listening to this and it's not live, you could literally just like put it on in the background and just go for a walk and let me guide you through the chat, you know, because I read all the comments out. That's the idea anyway. So I appreciate that, Sabo. Thank you. I like that. I like the background with it being all the bottles and stuff, and the bottles change around. Like I've just I wanted to say reformulated there. I've just like reorganized my collection there. So it changes every once in a while, and it's interesting. Bobby, I have the bracelet also, but it's beat up. Sleepy time. Good night, Smurfy girlie. Have a nice night. Well, have a nice sleep. Have a nice night. Zzz. Jonathan, thank you. Very handsome bracelet, understated, clean and sporty leather look. Anybody try Jules Mad? I did ages ago. No, but I've heard of it. Washishan Sensei today. Vanilla Puller. Welcome, sir. Or madam. I hope you are well. Gentian Blanche is not popular. I can't wait to try Cologne Blanche, the re-release. I'm really looking forward to that. And the Eau Noir. I want to be able to compare them. I don't think I'm going to buy the Eau Noir. I want the green ones. I need to do an unboxing as well. Got a backup of Bobby of the Eau Noir. Gentian Blanche is not popular. Potentially a hidden gem, as few reviews say good things. I would love a Tourbillon watch someday. Next life. Yeah, next time you just wake up with some money. You're born into money or something. Blanche smells like Jeffrey Bean. I think Ray Farrell smells like Bandy. Rich, good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Last time I wore it was, gosh, November. This is Vanilla Japula. Shipping is madness. I'd run naked down the highway to get free shipping. That's one thing I asked from Victor Wong, Mr. Wong. When I got those 3 zoologist fragrances, I bought high racks off Victor because nowhere else stocked it. And I'm not buying from Bloom. It's a long story. So I had to buy it off Mr. Wong, and I was like, look, I insist on paying for the bottle, obviously, because I know he sends like 3 bottles to some people, which he can do, but I don't. I'm not. That's not me. I was like, I'll pay for the bottle, but I was like, I'll take free shipping, and he was like, yeah, no problem. I was like, thanks very much. I'll take free shipping off any fucker. You get free shipping at any given. Claw that shit back. You know what I mean? Shipping's an absolute nightmare, like. But I will take free shipping from anyone. Good Lord. The prices have gone crazy. I think entry-level Tourbillons are coming available as it's Zenith with 120 grand retail. Good Lord. Oh, I feel like I've got a stuffed up nose now. The genius of Lou Breguet makes any perfumer a kindergartner. Jerry Vassar is a good reformulation guy. New releases meh. Well, I mean, these new releases aren't his at the minute, are they? They're what's the girl called? Delphine Jelk. Which that makes great sense. I'm glad something I've said makes sense. Subjectivity is not involved. Zenith makes good movements. Along and shown and sewn. If you're talking about watches, right? Have you ever heard of Masahiro Kakuno? Bloke's got like a 10-15 year waiting list for his watches, and they're all over £1 million. And he makes every single one with like he makes every single one by hand. And he's like one of the last like master craftsmen. Let us get the Masahiro, not Kimura, Masahiro Kakuno. I'll put the link. I will put the link in the description, in the chat, so you can have a look. It is very interesting. Oops. Hold up. There it is. If you want to watch that, it is extremely interesting. More expensive than a Patek Philippe, considerably more expensive than a Patek Philippe. FP Jean is a real deal, German, yes. We should sort out a podcast, Rich. There are already a couple of good ones out there right now. We should sort out a podcast. I couldn't agree more. The Lesodrance one's like clearly like the best one. Houdini, Ben. I don't know who the other guy is, but the idea of listening to Houdini and Ben talk about fragrance is very appealing. Got it now. $1 billion, my frag collection, a big flattened Basel. Sort and JLC. Gotta run. Good night, Zabo. Thank you for coming. Best everyone in the meantime. As to the bottle presentation before I go, great, it's sensible, and the bottles are beautiful. Thank you. Hey, interference. Hello, Manly Sense. Yes, Pradeep. I think Super Jacob talked in an old video about Gentil and Blanche. Underrated reviewer is Super Jacob. I loved his opium reviews. His opium reviews were brilliant, like the Pour Homme and where he had the massive factice of it. I just remember that. I'm sure he had blonde hair in that at the time. It was very striking, that big bottle. Yeah. Rich, don't blow too much pressure. Leave it. Ah, the Blue Hands of Breguet. What fragrance do you think has the worst reformulation? I think Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. Well, the latest Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme is actually not bad, according to Jacob. So worth investigating. I've got plenty of the original, to be honest with you. I'd love for some weather to come along where I could wear it, but I mean, there just hasn't been. I'd send you a little bit if you wanted, Dino. Swiss-made watch snobs don't care about foreigners. Will you tell us which watch you use, Rich? Or is it a secret? I always try and take a look, but I can't figure it out. So the watch I've got is a Tag Heuer Carrera Calibra 5 automatic. It's got the black bevel and just the date on. That's the one I use. Simple, functional, understated, but quality. You know? Good quality watch. I like my Dreamer OG more than my D&G Pour Homme OG. Good lord. Similar vibes they are. Heavens. I'll have a smell, says Dino. You have a smell. H2O, more than just a similar vibe. Super similar to mine, knows. What's your favourite watch if you could own any? I wouldn't mind the one that Steve McQueen used to wear, the Tag. You know, when he was racing. I don't like Rolexes. I hate that little fish bug eye thing that they've got where it highlights the date. That is absolutely rotten. That does my it does my tits in. I would like maybe it's a Breitling, but the thing with Breitlings for me is, right, I'm not massive on a chunky watch. And there's a lot going on those dials. I wouldn't mind a vintage Santos de Cartier. I really like those watches. They strike me as like mustache, hairy chest, strident men who aren't wankers, but they are like strong men and they know they've got something to do, you know? Totally agree. I was holding back to be conservative. You're the first that has my exact view. Peter is having a drink of water, I think. I thought you would like a Rolex, lol. Nah. Nah. Not big on Rolexes, I've got to admit. I've never seen a Rolex that I've thought instantly, fucking hell, I want to buy that. You know? I would really like a Cartier, Cartier watch. Really like Cartier as a brand generally, you know? Yeah. I think my last watch was an Armani, but I haven't looked at it or worn it in maybe 5 or 7 years. Do you know, I saw a really nice Ramon vial. I saw a really, really nice Ramon vial watch. It was 400 quid second hand. And it was just Beautiful. I want a blue bevel, you know? I want the blue dial. That's what I want. I don't want fucking... Not this one. The one I've got is black, but it's almost like a bluey black sort of colour. The reason I got it is because the blue dial had the day on as well. It was like a day date, and I just wanted the date. I don't like watches that have got so much going on the dial. I must admit, I just like a nice, um, a nice, understated but quality watch, and that's what I've got with this one. I really like this watch. It's really nice. It's very simple. It's quality, you know. Fantastic. Get it serviced every 5 years. It's already had its first service in 2020. You know, when the shops opened back up, the first thing I did was went to the store where I bought it from, and I was like, "Oh, can you service me watch?" And they were like, "I will send it away," and they bother. I don't know how long it'll take. We obviously they were thinking, "Oh, it's going to take forever because like it's going to have to ship it out there. It's going to have to get shipped back." And they're going to have to do everybody else's watches at the same time. Where nobody, absolutely nobody in the world was getting the bloody watches serviced worthy. It was in and out every bloody 2 to 3 weeks. I was buzzing. Crazy. Thought about getting myself another watch for my 40th birthday as well, but I mean, that's like 3.5 years off. I've got like plenty of time to save, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind just wearing this watch forever. Unless I could get myself like a Santos, you know, like a proper Santos. But secondhand watches, I mean, all you've got to do is listen to Greggy on those watch channels, and he's always saying like, "Fucking hell, the price of like secondhand watches is going through the roof. It's insane." I don't know. I think my last watch was I've read that 007 timepieces, Cartier, Rolex, Omega. Don't want an Omega. Evest, Breitling, or smaller. Cartier's a great new one in my life. Patek Philippe, solid brand. It's the understatement of the century. A massive brand. You pay 70 grand for a fucking Patek Philippe, if you can get one. Mine was brown. I love Rolex, but never over MSRP, yeah. I'd like me a below a surfboard chronograph from the early 70s. Get yourself a classy swatch. Rolex Sky Dweller Blue as a target. I'm more than happy with my Dream Watch Explorer 2 after I made a good Apple trade back in the 90s. I see Maserati watches, carbon fiber. Outrageous. I'll take a classic $20 Casio watch like the one John Candy has on planes, trains, and automobiles. See, it's what it means to you rather than what it means to other people. Watch restoration is great ASMR. Anoni Musk. Have you ever seen the anvil restoration? The Russian anvil restoration ASMR. That is tremendous. It's amazing how they do it. I really, really respect people who can do shit like that. Logan Santos is a timeless classic. Gorgeous. I was just going to say Casio Lola Nuge, and I don't know anything else. Get a Mido. Shower curtain ring salesman Anush. Of my Ocean Star Caliber 80. Producer Michael has some watches. His are too flashy for me, though. He's in a fucking tag, a lot of bollocks, that fucker, like. When you talk as much as he does, I suppose, just by the law of averages, some of it's going to be bollocks, but you know what I mean. Only Rolex I own is Explorer 1 from 2016. Do you know I nearly got one that was it was a Rolex, but it was a special, like a Jaguar one in racing green or something like that. It came with like a proper box and everything. It was a car company Rolex. And I thought it's a really nice watch in and of itself if it didn't have the fucking car company's fucking logo on it somewhere. I remember thinking to myself, oh, it's fucked it. You know? Absolute nightmare, mate. Hamilton makes nice watches at good prices. Mine is spelled Rolex, by the way. You might have a little problem there, Bo. Anvil one is spot on. Have you seen that one? It's brilliant. Especially the Jacob and Cossiers. I think Paneria will match your wrist size. I don't know what that means. I like mundane watch, Swiss Railway watch, instantly recognizable. Grand Seiko is another great. Greetings, is that a duck or a goose? Definitely a duck. Hello, Professor Melvin, what is happening? I hope you are well. Oh, how long have we been on now? Does anybody know? Branded Rolexes fetch a premium. You know, 110 minutes. Give us another 10 minutes and then I'll go for 2 hours. I'm tired now. Started later tonight. I know them Jacob and Cos on mad prices. Vanille Japula. The first time I learned about the differences between 2 scents, Delices Cartier and Delices de Cartier. Panerai is a brand, Duck. I see. Gifted 2 Rolex watches, date Oyster and Submariner while working in Saudi. Part of a medical team looking after the head honcho. Sold the Oyster and bought a Panerai Lumino. Sold a gift. Not sure I would do that. I'm not making any sort of moral sort of thing, but because I mean, fucking hell, you know what I mean? If somebody gave us like a bar of gold, I wouldn't be like, oh, fucking hell, I'm going to keep this bar of gold, aren't I? Because it was a gift. It's not what I'm saying. But like, if somebody gave us a watch, I would be like, oh, a watch, thank you. I will wear it. I like using things, you know? Like, if I've got a fragrance, I'm not about like just sitting on it and keeping it. I like to use it. Always open like the rarest stuff. Say if I've only got a bottle, say if, like that cologne concentrate. Like I'm not going to baby that. I'm going to use it. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to like sit on it and wait for it to go up in value and sell it. I'm going to use it. Wifey got me 948 mil of skunk off. Pardon? I'm thinking of that Cheech and Chong movie where a hustler tries to sell him a fake Rolex and tags him. And Chong tells him, I'm not into time, man. One of them's died, hasn't they? Got cancer. What colour Santos, though? That is the question. Brown. Got to be brown, hasn't it? We talking watches? The Grand Seiko Spring Drive is amazing. GLC, Duo Face, Cartier, Santos, and Sky Dweller are some that I wish to own. Jesus Christ, you've got us thinking about buying a fucking Santos now. Jesus, stop it. This is how fucking madness has happened. I've got such a fucking funny nose as well. My nose is, I don't know whether it's like bunged up or it's trying to be bunged up. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Give us a minute. Oh, pain. Bloody hell, that's creepy. Oh, I have returned. It appears that I may have allergies, which is not to be expected from me because I take antihistamines every day. It's just a little bit of a bunged up nose, though. Arabic numerals. Oh dear. Oh. Panerai struggling a little bit. Yeah, my allergies are killing me. Tommy Chong beat the cancer. No way. Using cannabinoids. Oh dear, so he says. Yeah, of course. I wonder if he ever had it in the first place if he's doing that. I mean, don't get us wrong. The thing with cannabinoids is, right, is that it's good for mitigating the side effects of treatment. You know, so if you have chemotherapy or radiotherapy or fucking all this grueling fucking treatment that they give you, like cannabinoids can really help with the side effects, such as helping you to get a good night's sleep. You know, such as helping you to get your appetite back. Something that fucking like cancer patients talk about all the time. No chance of fucking eating a thing. It's the furthest thing from their minds. Certainly, depending on which cancer it is. So they've got their uses definitely, but I'd fucking be very surprised if they were straight up curing cancer. You know what I mean? I gifted 2 watches to a special girlfriend in a space often years. A mega constellation base version, and then an evil no great gift. Got her a bottle of chance too. I bet you wish you'd kept that. The chance, that is. Lagandam, yes, on the ice. The whole team was gifted, not just me. Fucking hell, this bloke must have had some bank. Knew it was collectible, but also not safe to wear out. Yeah, that's the problem with watches, isn't it? You know what I mean? You wear a fancy watch, someone's going to eye you up. Like, it's a state of society at the minute. There's fucking a lot of desperate people with nothing to lose. Are allergies a problem in the UK too? Yes. There's the Orkney Islands, John O'Groats, you know, like the very top of Scotland, like the highest point in the UK, right, has some of the worst insect infestations in the summer that you will ever see. It's insane the amount of insects that they get up there. And it's like one thing because there's like hardly any pollution, you know. But two, it's like it's the same in places like Denmark and stuff like that. And like Norway, Sweden, they have incredible insect like issues over there. I know you were asking about allergies, but it's just to show like when it gets to like this time of year, you know, they all come out of their little their little holes in the fucking the swarm. But allergies, yes, allergies can be a problem as well here too. Hello, Rachel. How are you? We're going in a minute, Rachel. Sorry. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, Middle East special order Rolexes with logos. Got a price bump. Hey, Rachel. Rachel. Hello, everybody. Yeah, allergy hay fever is a bitch. Pollen can be so high at times. Antihistamine doesn't work for me anymore. I get that. I take antihistamines every day, and that has helped me um, keep away allergies for about 3 or 4 years now. I just take them every day. Take them in the summer, the winter, the autumn, the spring, every day of the year, and it helps. Too late now. That's legal. Now that it's legal in California, I already quit weed. Yeah, it loses its fun when you're allowed to do it, doesn't it? You know what I mean? No worries. I'm happy to be able to say hello. Hello, Adam. Have you tried into nasals like NASA Court? Yeah, the stuff you spray up your nose. My mom uses that. Try honey, maybe from your nearest apiary. Apiary. What a word. I don't know if the Panerai watches are any good, but I like the look of them. Allergy issue here on the East Coast is correlated to poor city suburban planting only male trees producing pollen. Aha. Cascade Sense sold his apple brandy after, I think I remember this. Cascade Sense sold his apple brandy after he was clouded with huge mosquitoes. I always remember that. Yuck, I think I remember that as well. My husband and 4-year-old son both take allergy meds every day, year round. Yeah, I think that's the key to it. Like, I think that's the key to it, taking them every day, year round. Antihistamine nasal sprays work wonders on me. Yeah, apparently they're really good. Like, that's been a hell of a conversation tonight, hasn't it? We've talked about all sorts. I've heard mosquitoes are retracted aldehydes. Fucking Chanel. What has she done? Well, you also like Italian watches. I like Italian most things, to be fair. It's a fun, great place. I rotate Zerotech and Allegra. Hi, Rachel. There is yellow dust everywhere, Professor Melvin. No, I haven't. I assume Tommy Chunk beat allergies with. You never know. If I ever used to smoke, because I used to try and smoke the hash. That's how far back I go with it. And when we started getting like actual weed, like the herb stuff, like the bush, that shit gave me fucking the sneezes as well. That shit got right up my nose. It's crazy. But let's see what your comments are saying, and then I'm gonna go. Quercetin supplement is said to keep allergies at bay. Quercetin. I knew I need to finish my order, lol. I wanted to wait, but make sure I hadn't already bought anything else I was going to buy from you again, but I must have thought I was going nuts. Going now, guys. See, cheers, Dino. I'm going as well. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It has been a great stream. The time has flown by. Sardonic Sophisticate, hello. I appreciate that you read out the comments so that I can listen and do chores and drive. Yeah. That's what I like about this sort of this stream. Like that. It's like a radio sort of thing. I will read out the comments so you can crack on and use your hands. I like that about this. And there's nothing going on with the picture. It's just bubbles. So if you do like looking at the screen, at least you've got something that's moving about. It's not just a black screen. But yes, thank you, Sardonic Sophisticate. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. It has been a great chat. I will see you again soon. And thank you for liking and thank you for watching. Good night.